I left school in year 7. I'd hit year 7 and I was not at all succeeding in any way, shape or form, socially, academically, and it was really an unhealthy space in my life that I had not flourished in school. It was the round hole and I was the square peg. So I dropped out in year 7, and thank God for my parents. They homeschooled me. My wonderful dad had been made redundant from radio announcing career. There was no on-ramp for him to continue in radio with his blindness because they were moving from analog to digital, and there was no on-ramp for him. So he taught me, and Mum taught me, and they took me on at home and made room for my passions, in which case I started working at a Mitre 10 hardware store as a dockhand. That became my first source of income, $35 a week. I was in this hi-fi store one day and I saw this video camera. It was $900. And I just wanted to start making movies. I put that camera on lay-by. Months later, once I'd paid it off, I was able to get it out, because back then it wasn't Afterpay, it wasn't Zip. It was you paid it off, and once you'd finished paying it off, you got the item. I was making movies every weekend. I was playing all the characters, or I would rope my dad in, or my mum, or friends from school that I'd stayed in touch with, or friends from work, because I started working at McDonald's, and I'd pull people in. And I mean, we weren't just making little stories, we were setting cars on fire in the bush, we were throwing dummies off cliffs to signify the death of a character, we were choreographing dramatic fight scenes, and it was amazing. And it was a great immersion for me in a new sense of purpose, because I'd so failed at school, my relationships didn't last in that context, but I found some great friends in the context of filmmaking. And one of them was a guy called Scott. And we would be together every weekend, making movies, doing comedic stuff, doing some dramatic stuff, just experimenting, trying all these different types of genres. And that began his career, which is, he's now a filmmaker, and my career creating media and creating films. And now I get to teach in schools, part-time, film, media and screen acting to years 3 to 6 students in primary. To my knowledge, there is not other subjects for years 3 to 6 in schools in Australia teaching children how to be filmmakers and screen actors. But it's amazing how it becomes full circle from feeling like a victim and a failure in the school environment, now being able to give students an experience that probably would have saved my school life. That's my story. What's yours?